Well, now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Game cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. Oh no, not again. I don't understand. Every day it's gonna be the same. First game up, mugshots.
My name's Verity. I bust bad guys. You want to help? Come on in. We got 4 suspects pinned down. 3 of them are guilty. Listen to their stories and spot the mistakes. The ones that lie did the crime. Today, we're interviewing 4 old ladies from the local senior citizens' home. Seems 3 of them were fixing the Tuesday night bingo games. Remember, only one of these gals is telling the truth. The other 3 are lying. Let's start with Mrs. Gertrude Simsbury. Isn't she the cutest thing?
Don't you take that tone with me, Detective Weisenheimer, or I'll knock you into the cutest little comber. I'm innocent. Last Tuesday, I was visiting my daughter in Miami, Florida. Did you know that Florida was one of the original 13 colonies?
Maybe cute's the wrong word for old Gertie. But was Florida really one of the first 13 states? Next up, Elaine Kaiserman. She's a little hard of hearing.
I'm not deaf, Verity, so quit your shouting or I'm gonna fill that yap trap of yours with my fist. I'm innocent, you hear? Last Tuesday, I was in Washington, D.C. Did you know that the Declaration of Independence starts with the 3 words, "We the people"?
The words sweet little old lady don't describe Elaine. But does the Declaration of Independence really start with we the people? Let's turn to Matilda Hudson Billingsley. At least she looks nice enough.
Save your breath, Verity, for when I kick you in the stomach. I'm innocent, and I want out of this joint. Tuesday night I saw this show about George Washington while I was waiting for professional wrestling to start. Did you know Washington slept in the White House?
Wrestling? Whatever happened to knitting? But did George Washington really sleep in the White House? Finally, let's hear from Constance Appleby. Maybe she's one of our bingo bookies.
A bingo game? Bingo's for wusses, Verity. Ice hockey's my game. Besides, last Tuesday I was taking a class on American history. Did you know that America was named after the Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci?
It's amazing what those new vitamins can do. What do you think? Is America really named after Amerigo Vespucci? Well, just like I figured, each criminal all but confessed. Did you spot the mistakes?
Did you know that Florida was one of the original 13 colonies?
Did you know you're going to jail? Florida wasn't one of the original colonies. It was the 27th state admitted to the Union in 1845.
that Declaration of Independence starts with the 3 words, "We the people"?
No, but her prison term's gonna begin with the 3 words 5 to 10. The Declaration of Independence doesn't begin with "we the people." The U.S. Constitution does.
Did you know George Washington slept in the White House?
He might have slept in a White House, but he never slept in the White House. 'Cause they didn't start building it until after Washington was already dead.
Did you know that America was named after Amerigo Vespucci?
Mrs. Appleby is right. America really was named after Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer. I guess it's a good thing they didn't name the country Vespucci, because the United States of Vespucci just doesn't sound right.
Professor Rocket. And today, in home economics, I'm gonna teach you children how to make a pillowcase. Sound fun? Well, too bad, because we are really gonna play some psycho math. Whoa, being a wise guy always makes my head explode. Okay, now for how psycho math works. I'll show you an equation, but instead of numbers, I will show you some pictures. Now listen up. You figure out what numbers the pictures stand for and solve the problem. Are you ready? Then let's do some psycho math. Okay, let's start with the number of tusks on an elephant. Then add it to the number of donuts in a baker's dozen. Here's a clue. It's not the regular dozen. Then divide it by the number of ice cream scoops in a triple scoop sundae. Professor Rocket has a sweet tooth. In fact, he has 32 sweet teeth in all. Okay, now, you got the answer? You take the 2 elephant tusks, add it to the 13 donuts in a baker's dozen, divided by the 3 scoops of ice cream in a triple scoop sundae, equals 5. 5. That's the correct answer, and it ain't no jive. Now, get ready for the next one. The number of legs on a spider. Are you scared of spiders? I'm not. Divided by the number of bases on a baseball diamond. Then add the number of the date that Halloween falls on. How you doing? All right? Now, what does it equal? We got a creepy spider with 8 legs divided by 4 bases on a baseball diamond, plus the number 31 that Halloween falls on. And the answer is 33. 33. That digit's so cool it scares me. Okay, here is the final one. King Henry's number, the one with the 6 wives. Subtract the number of cells in an amoeba, minus the number of points of a star on the American flag. You got the answer? Let's go! King Henry was Henry the 8th, minus the 1-cell animal, the amoeba, minus the 5 points on the American flag star, equals 2. 2! If you got it right, Professor Rocket sends props out to you. That's all I got today, so don't ask for no more. If you got all the psycho math right, you get a perfect score. Professor Rocket out.
Game time in 10 seconds.
It's your friend Sketch here to lay something heavy on you. Just 'cause you got eyes doesn't mean you always see. You got to get the whole picture before you really know what's going down. Don't believe me? Well, I'm gonna show you some pages from my sketch pad, but not every page. See if you can tell what's happening before I show you the missing pages. You dig? Now picture this. Two strong dudes are clearing a big field for plowing. Those cats work all day long. By the time they're done, they're mighty thirsty, baby. The only problem is they can't reach down far enough into the well to get some water. There's no bucket and no rope. But somehow those dudes find a way to get all the water they can drink. Crazy, man. Are you switched on and with it? Can you figure out what really went down before I lay the missing pages of my sketch pad on you? Remember, you can look, but you don't always see. Check it out. Now, you might think some tall cat came along and gave them some help, but it ain't that. Or you may be thinking a quick rainstorm went passing through, but it ain't that. Or maybe you think they found a super long pipe and used it like a straw, but it ain't that either. So you gotta ask yourself, if those cats can't get nearer to the water, how can the water get nearer to them? By raising the water level, man. They dropped stones in the well, and the water level came up to meet them. Just like when you take a bath in a rubber-dub tub. Are you seeing it now? Groovy. Like I've been telling you, when you really use your eyes, you're gonna draw the right conclusions.
Game quality under control. Radio Scramble.
Hey, you chicks and chicklets. This is your most irregular radio scrambling DJ, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble. Or as we say here at Scramblin' Radio,
Jumpin' Johnny Bum Jam.
that's because here at Scramblin' Radio, we mix 'em and you fix 'em. In other words, my name is really
Jumpin' Johnny Jumbo.
and I'll be shooting out the hits, chopping up the words, and it's up to you guys to try to make sense out of the whole mess. So let's roll this rock out of the cave and down your block with today's #1 hit. It's the Rearrangeables with Chromeo.
I'm sick of the sight of pencils. I'm sick of the sight of pens. I'm up to here with reading and writing and multiplication. I went to see the doctor. He gave me the bad news. He said, son, you got a nasty dose of the Chromeo blues. The Chromeo blues. The Chromeo blues. My brain is overloading. It seems there's nothing I can do. I have to call my teacher. I think she needs to know. I gotta have a break from all this Chromeo.
Oh man, that was the Rearrangeables schooling us with homework. Did you get it? I knew that you could. This may be hard to believe, but even Jumpin' Johnny can get tired. And when I do, I like to stop in at Casey's Trestasm place.
Hard or soft, king or queen, Casey's Trestasm are a dream. He's got prices you can't beat, 'cause his salesmen are asleep.
Whether you like 'em large or small, hard or soft, king, queen, or double Trestasm, be sure to make it a Casey's mattress. Did you get it before I got it? Oh, cool. And before we diaper up this baby and say goodbye, you just gotta hear this hot sound from Hopeless with Yed Matten.
Grandpa's gone and clogged up the bathroom. And the plumber says there's just one thing to do. He's using Yed Matten, the very best kind of Yed Matten. Stand back, cause he's gonna light the fuse. He's using Yed Matten, 2 big sticks of Yed Matten, but watch out, it'll blow all over you.
Whoa, exploding onto the charts. That was Hopeless with Dynamite. Oh, baby. Well, I guess it's about time to blow this popsicle stand, so this is Sayonara from Jumpin' Johnny Bonjo. That's Jumbo. Dig it.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Thank you very much. Hey! Haunted house party.
Good evening and welcome to the Haunted House Party. Tonight we will enter the netherworld where you will be compelled to guess who our mystery guest is. And what a dead-on coincidence, for our guest of honor has just arrived. See if you can identify him before you too are nether.
Good evening, my fellow dead friends.
May I take your robe, sir?
I'll keep it with me. I'm expecting some reasonably ill weather.
Very good, sir. What is that smell?
You'll have to excuse me. I've been traveling in rather close quarters with a number of livestock. Deodorant is in short supply.
Haven't you ever heard of a shower?
Of course. In fact, I've been expecting quite a large one presently.
I'm sure the rest of the guests will be ecstatic.
I wouldn't think so. This one's going to be a doozy.
Oh, not to worry, as even if it rained for a week, Madame has a plethora of boats at the ready.
They better be at least 300 cubits long because it'll be raining 40 days and 40 nights. Luckily, I've built a humongous seaworthy vessel to keep all aboard safe.
I see. But won't being sequestered for that length of time cause your livestock to become awfully tense?
Ah, yes, little schmarty pants. I've thought of that. That's why there'll be 2 of each animal on board. You know, to keep each other company.
So, do you recognize our ghostly guest? Let's cut through the clues. He's traveling with animals. He's expecting it to rain for 40 days and nights. He built an ark, and he will have 2 of each animal on board. The mysterious mystery guest is...
Yes, I am Noah. And with all this lightning, I'd say we're in for one heck of a downpour.
Not to worry about the flood, my friends. As you see, we're already dead. Tune in again next time when you're all invited to the Haunted House Party.
Game time
How's it going? Your old pal Eddie Bull here at the exciting Walla Walla Washington Zoo. This week we're going to...
Eddie Bull, he's edible. He really is incredible. He's simply the best of the bunch. There's simply no disguising that he's so appetizing that we want him for our lunch.
Guess what? Some wacky zoo dweller decided to make dessert out of me again. Now, I can take a joke as well as the next guy, but the next guy ain't rolling around in here being digested. If you guys figure out what animal swallowed me, maybe I can find my way out. Okay, everybody, here's your first clue. Although they live in Florida, they're not retired. Okay, they're the only mammal with a shell. But if you hold it up to your ear, you cannot hear the ocean. Maybe that's because their shell looks more like armor. That's right. Whoa! Whoa! Next clue coming up. They love to burrow into the ground and eat insects. Whew, man, dirt and bugs. Whew, are you getting hungry yet? Okay, one last clue. It defends itself by rolling in a ball of armor. Armor, right. You got it? Of course you do. In Latin, it's Discipus Novemcinctus. Whew, that's a big word. But if you want, you can just call him the armadillo. Which means it lives in Florida, is the only mammal with a shell that looks like armor. It burrows into the ground and eats bugs, and it rolls into a ball to defend itself. But me, I like to defend myself the old-fashioned way by calling, help! Help! Uh-oh, looks like I'm out of here again.
Eddie Bull, he's edible. He really is incredible. And we want him for our lunch.
Who's got the next game?
It's time to play 10 seconds, where you've got to read between the lines and think up the answers before time runs out. So now you know how to play. You're on your own. You got 10 seconds. I'm getting dizzy. The answer is turning point. Ooh, next one. The answer is out on a limb. What's next? It's not such a big deal. It's making a mountain out of a molehill. You got 10 more seconds to get the next one. The answer is throwing caution to the wind. What's next? I'm feeling kind of punchy. Did you get it? It's shadow boxing. Well, that's it for now. So keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds until it's once more time to play 10 seconds.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
The armadillo! It lives in Florida otter is the only mammal with a shell that looks like armor. It burrows into the ground and eats bugs, and it rolls into a ball to defend itself. But me, I like to defend myself the old-fashioned way by calling, "Help!"
So, do you recognize our ghostly guest? He's traveling with animals. He's expecting it to rain for 40 days and nights. He built an ark, and he will have 2 of each animal on board.
Yes, I am Noah. Let's go. King Henry was Henry the VIII, minus the 1-cell animal, the amoeba, minus the 5 points on the American flag star, equals 2.
Did you know that America was named after Amerigo Vespucci?
Mrs. Appleby is right. America really was named after Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer.